So I'm just getting started on quizzes, and I wanted to show a couple of these steps first before I show you the other end of it, which I'll do tomorrow once I've actually piloted this with some students. So the first thing is you come into Quizizz, you log in with your Gmail information. That's really easy, and it's going to bring you to a sort of generic screen like this, which I'll come back to. The first thing I actually want to do is come into where it says classes, and there's an option right here to connect it to Google Classroom. So that's what I did, and now I'm actually going to import Google Classrooms. There's a lot, kind of a lot of them. That's fine. So that's fine. I don't think all my classes need this, but perhaps the ones I left checked, right? That's cool. We can require a guardian email address. I don't know how many students will do that, so I'm just going to leave this like this for right now. Now it's going to pair to those Google Classrooms and allow me to, when I push something out on Quizizz, it'll automatically then grade it, I believe. So if I come to my library, first I went to just hunt around for a resource that I feel like could be practical, because there's tons of stuff already made. So you can literally look it up by subject, by specific thing you're looking for. If you're looking for an SEL lesson, I love that we're creative arts. Something like that, you can plug in anything PE. They got their own section down here. I found a solfege one, which is a nice short couple question quiz that I wanted to do with my students. I was thinking about using Kahoot, but I'm actually going to try it in here. And I'm going to assign this now as homework. There we go. Give the kids time. Should complete this by the 25th, which is tomorrow, which sounds great. Go to, oh, 1 second, it's going to ask me to assign. Okay, sorry. Assign to a class, and I'm actually going to just click that for my choir kids. And assignment title, let's call it, solfege hands quick quiz. So that my students are practicing like identifying their solfege hands, right? Go ahead, schedule and description. I think I'm not going to add a description. I'm just going to get an assignment title. When should this game start? And I'll say now, right? And it gave me until tomorrow to get done, which is good. And now I have the option to assign game. Down here you see some settings. Student attempts, so they can just keep retrying it until they get it right, which in this case is fine. Show answers in game. I'm actually going to validate only, so that way it'll show the answers if they're correct or not correct. Show answers post game is fine. Leaderboard, shuffle questions, they will love all of that kind of stuff in there. And I can click assign game now. This quiz has been assigned to Google Classroom, so if I come in and I take a look on my Google Classroom, if it loads, just a second. Boom, posted a new assignment via Quizizz. So now I'm going to let students take a look at that and see how that goes, and then I'll do part 2 of this video and splice it together. All right, here's part 2. Now that I've had a student, just one awesome student, turn in their quizzes. So I made that quiz. I assigned it out to students. It populated as a question on Google Classroom. I had one student complete it so far. She's a day early, but you notice this is her score. It automatically grades it out of 100 points and gives them their percentage, and automatically puts that in your gradebook for you, which is amazing. And then on the actual Quizizz website, I can take a look at like that student individually. So let's say a student really gets a poor score. I could also click on that student and then see where they were struggling with which questions that we assigned them. So awesome to Miss Bodden for showing me this. I had heard about it and not really used it pairing it with Google Classroom. I've just used it like as a separate little quiz on the side. So pairing it with Google Classroom is a great way if you're doing multiple choice checks for understanding.